If you want to hear about a great movie review from an old movie that I've watched over and over, one of my favorite movies from it's based in the Renaissance era, then stay tuned because I'm Shark Whitebeard and I'm going to tell you all about it. So we're here at Shark's Tavern, and the movie I'm talking about is an old movie made in 1970, and it's starring Michael Caine and Omar Sharif, and it's a movie called The Last Valley. And it takes place in Germany in 1618, between 1618 and 1648 was what it was called the 30 Years' War, obviously because a war that lasted 30 years in Germany. The movie is about 12 and a half years into the 30-year war, so the whole countryside is decimated by war, plunder, pillaging, and everything else, and warfare going on back and forth, and everybody's just struggling to survive and live. It was the war itself was fought because of politics and religion, and carried on by both sides with professional mercenary soldiers from all different countries and places. And what it is you have Michael Caine is like a captain of a group of advanced guard soldiers that are scouting out there for one of the armies, and they're chasing Omar Sharif, who's running from place to place, and he's a school teacher. He's not a soldier, and he's just trying to run away, trying to get away, trying to survive, and then he stumbles accidentally. He goes through this mountain trail, and he stumbles accidentally onto this untouched valley that's just beautiful and perfect. The sun's out, they got rows of wheat there, they have animals, livestock, vineyards. He stumbles into a barn, there's nobody there, and he stumbles into a barn and eats his fill of whatever they got there, grapes and pieces of cheese and bread and wine, and then falls asleep, and then he gets woken up by Michael Caine, and the soldiers, there's about 30 of them on horseback, and they followed him into this valley. And then he comes up with the idea that, you know, what they usually do is they take everything of value in the valley and they take it back on horseback, take it back to the army, and then they burn the village and leave the peasant villagers, they leave them all destitute because they don't want the enemy army to take advantage of anything left behind. And that's what they've been doing for like 12 years, so there's nothing left. So Omar Sharif comes up with the idea, said, hey Dave, why don't we all just winter here in this valley? It's the only untouched valley we've ever seen in years, and we'll live while the army starves and dies. And then Michael Caine thinks, you know, that's a pretty good idea. So the villagers are hiding in the mountains, whatever, and they ring a bell, they bring the villagers in, and they jump out and get the drop on the villagers, and then they throw it out to them, and they have a guy who's I guess he's the richest guy in the village, and he's kind of a sinister, cold-blooded, ruthless kind of dude. And he comes up with the idea that, yeah, that's a good idea. We'll keep the soldiers here. We'll use them to guard the valley until we don't need them anymore. And Michael Caine's thinking, we'll stay here in this village all winter. And they say that the valley actually gets snowed in like 9 months a year. So after that, when it gets snowed in, nobody can come in and out on horseback or any other way. So it's an uneasy alliance between people, politics, and religion. And there's villagers there, and it's a really good, I thought it was a very good plot, very good acting. The characters were really, played a good role, dialogue was excellent. Some of the battle scenes are really good too. It shows the battle tactics, and it shows the kind of the costumes and garb of the villagers, the soldiers involved, the armor, the weapons, historical context of what's going on, and kind of what everyone's thinking about it. And I thought it was a very, very interesting movie, and I've watched it over and over again and always get something out of it and remember some of the good parts in the movie here and there. But it's called The Last Valley. It's about the 30 Years' War in Germany. Michael Caine, Omar Sharif was made in 1970, so I thought it was an excellent story and everything else that went along with it. If you get a chance to watch it, and I think you'd enjoy it. So if you like videos like this, please subscribe, share, like, give me a thumbs up, post a comment. Thank you very much.